Florida officially declares Don't Say Gay starting tomorrow. The Parental Rights and Education Act, commonly called Don't Say Gay by opponents, takes effect tomorrow, and schools are already getting ready for compliance. The Orange County Teachers Association has reported that teachers were told this week that they had to remove any representation of LGBTQ plus support. Pictures of the teachers' same-sex partners had been taken down, rainbow decorations removed, and any pro-LGBTQ plus posters disposed of. They also been told that if a student comes out to them, they must report it to the parents, and teachers are not allowed to use any pronouns other than those consistent with the gender that the student was assigned at birth. This hurts. This really bothers. We've taken 10 steps back. You initially thought we took 2. No, this is by far the worst thing that has happened to the education system and to the public at large.
You know, and one of the things that we're learning about this is when the law was first introduced, and when we knew that it was going to be transphobic and we knew it was going to be homophobic, but a lot of people didn't exactly know how it was going to play out.
Yep.
And these are now is so vague, and that's one of the many dangers of it, is that it could mean anything. And here are some very concrete examples of how it removes people's dignity, their like respect for themselves, and the way that they understand themselves. Like we're going to learn so much more as this continues to unfold. But this is a nightmare, and it's a form of violence.
This is telling people to go back to the closet. I mean, basically, if you're a teacher and you have a picture of you and your significant other next, on your table like everybody else, you can. So you have to basically, censor yourself, go back to the closet like we were in the 50s. I mean, with so many things that we are, serious things that we have to, debate now, the state of Florida and Ron DeSantis picked this as his battle going into election. It's shameful. It really is.
It is, and I think that it takes us back to what we were trying to fight before, which is more hate crimes, divisiveness, and suicide. Because these children are not going to tell anyone. They're not going to tell their teachers. They're not going to tell their friends. Because the moment the teacher finds out, they have to report it to the parents. And who are you afraid of the most? Your parents.
That's right.
I'm surprised this law even passed at all. I'm still shocked about it. I'm still very ticked about it. Is it Jim Crow 2.0? Is this where we're going? Because that's what it actually feels like.
I don't know what's going on. I'm still in school, so I'm going to see what this is going on, what's going to go on first. Sorry. And this is in Orange County. Not sure what's going to happen in Broward, but I know that if this happens, they're going to be removing so many safe spaces for kids. And we need those safe spaces because so many of my friends, they're not out to their parents. And I was able to help them get their name changed in the school system, and have that ability to help their teachers and communicate their needs. So now what if they're going to expose them to their parents? It's not a safe environment for them. So their safe environment was school. The place they can be themselves was school, around close friends and the people that mattered to them. And now they're removing that for so many kids, and so many kids' mental health is going to crumble. And it's not fair to the teachers either. All of the queer teachers that they're finally like feeling okay. It's like, hey, maybe I can put this picture of me and my partner on my desk. Why do they have to remove that? It's the same way as like, if you think that they're forcing their sexuality on them, why don't you say that to a straight couple as well? I can still see your picture right there. You make out with him in the hall. So like,
100%.
You're forcing on me.
You're still imposing. 100%.
Let me ask you this. I mean, what about the gay and straight alliance? Is that going to disappear?
That's another big issue. We had a rally at my school for this, and it was hosted by our school's GSA. Jack, he was on the show a few weeks ago. We hosted that. There was a really good turnout, but we're not sure what it's going to do to the GSAs, because GSAs are an after-school organization, so it could end up being that it stays, or it could end up being that they're removing all LGBTQ spaces. So
well, we thank you. We thank you for continuing that fight, Evan, and don't give up, please.
And as I mean, I don't want to be super cheesy, but as a glimmer of hope in what is a nightmare situation, one of the things that has really emerged from this is how inspired all of us are from the people on the ground. And I mean young people like you and who are leading the way to teach us about the everyday experiences that you are going, and we're so sorry that you have to go through this yet again, and just grateful for your voice and the work that you and others tirelessly do. So just gratitude.
No, thank you. Yeah, no, it's a pain that we have to go through it, but other people have to go through it as well. So we're just going to keep fighting until everyone is equal.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Lara are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out television network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.